Coming out first, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135.5 pounds, coming off his first win as a professional, doing it for Champs Gym. Make some noise for Kauai, the throwing Samoan Thompson!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out to the cage, we have Kauai, the throwing Samoan Thompson. This young man is 26 years old. He's standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135.5 pounds. He is coming in here with a record of 1-0 pro. He has a bunch of amateur fights before that, but 2-0 pro. He just recently turned pro. His first pro fight was back in September of 2024. He is on a 2-win streak. Sorry, my notes were a little jacked up there. So he's 2-0. His first pro fight was against Edgar Sordo. He won that one in round 4. And then came in and beat Vincent Wright back in March of 2025. So he's been doing a great job.
Yeah. I mean, Kauai's always fun. He's entertaining. He's got good striking. He's got good wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu. Just all-around good fighter. I mean, does not surprise me that he's come out 2-0 as a pro.
Well, and he's over there at Champs Gym, which is his gym that he is in there with. He's got Sione Pua. He's got Mafu Fusita. He's got a lot of great guys out there. I know he used to have Nick Studham coming out every time, and I always used to comment the stud ham, you know. And Kauai's great, man. His striking is just so unorthodox. And impactful. He throws from very unusual angles. It's hard to judge, hard to read. He doesn't look at you where he's punching you. So it's crazy how effective and just the style that he throws at. And I'm excited to see how he matches up against his opponent that we're about to see.
All right, and his opponent in tonight's professional main event, fighting out of the black corner, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 136 pounds, with a current professional record of 4-6. Doing it for Team Agima. Make some noise for Thomas T-Train Prestriedge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Thomas T-Train Prestriedge walking out right now. He is 31 years old, stands 6 foot 1 inches tall. He weighed in at 136 pounds, and he has a record of 4-6. He is training at a Team Agima. What do we know about these guys?
You got Dane Ritztabal over there. You've got Court McGee. You've got a lot of high-caliber people out there. If you don't know who Court McGee is, you've been sleeping for a while. So there's a lot of really good guys out there. Very high-caliber training. He was, for a very long time, over at Absolute with Rob Hanley. And I don't know when or why he made the move, but he switched over there to Agima, and it seems to be a good move for him mentally. He's coming out here looking like he's leading the Straw Hat Gang from One Piece. I love it. Definitely has the look. But he is coming in off of a 3-loss streak. So I know he's hungry for this one.
Yes. I mean, when was the last time he fought?
So the last time he fought was in January.
Okay.
Yeah, and he lost to Mark Coates.
Okay.
Rear naked choke, and then nothing here in Steelfist. He hasn't fought for Steelfist for a while. The last fight in Steelfist was January of 24.
Yeah.
But he's had a few fights outside of Steelfist, and he's come up, on the losing side for the last 3. So I think that he's very hungry, and that might be part of why he made the transition over to Agima.
Well, I know he has had some colorful postings, commentary about the up-and-coming fight.
Yeah, I think he said something about wanting to knock Kauai's hair off.
Yes. Normally he wants to take their head off.
Right, but with this one, he wants
For
to take
this
the
one,
hair
it's
off.
going to knock your hair off.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any actual real bad blood between these guys. I think he was just trying to kind of get a little bit of online, riffing going. But this one should be fun. T-Train, he is a very technical fighter.
Agreed.
Everything he does is just laden with technique. Every punch he throws, every kick he throws, his transitions, they're all very technical. And I'm excited, like I was saying before, to see how he matches up with Kauai, or how Kauai matches up with him, with Kauai being a very effective but unorthodox striker against someone as technical as T-Train and Thomas Prestriedge.
Well, and I'm interested to see how their grappling matches up.
Yeah, if any grappling happens.
Yes.
Again, Kauai hits super hard, and he's got good wrestling, really good wrestling.
Yes. And Thomas has some good jiu-jitsu.
Exactly.
Nice push kick. Thomas staying active.
Moving forward. I think the last time Thomas fought for us, I think he threw about a punch every 2 seconds in that fight. So, again, technical and active fighter. Both these guys, generally active strikers.
Yes.
Kauai bouncing.
So this will be 3 5-minute rounds since we are in the pro ranks.
Yes. So up to 15 minutes of combat tonight.
Yes.
The way Kauai kind of stands in that stance and bounces, I always expect to see him hit that stepping side thrust kick. I really do. That traditional karate,
I can see it.
Like that Kempo side thrust,
Yeah.
Every time I expect to see that just pop through, but no, instead he'll throw a right hand.
Yeah, he'll throw a right hand.
A left cross to the body there out of nowhere. It's crazy.
He's getting reads.
Yeah. Well, and I think that they kind of both are.
Yes.
Prestriedge went for that Brazilian takedown.
Yeah. Like I said, he's willing to play that game.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it put him in a really close proximity to try and do that when Kauai shot those strikes in.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, nice overhand. Again,
kind of a clubbing overhand.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, super unorthodox strikes, but so effective, and they target so well.
Yes. Well, and I like these big, twos to the body.
Hey, start bringing your left kick up if he's going to dip his head like that. Once the dip off his overhand, you meet him with your left shin bone.
And Thomas is trying to figure out this unawkward striking
it's
of
hard
Kauai, right?
Kauai is someone that, as I watch him fight, I have not seen a single person really be able to read him. No one really can read him. It's more that you have to just enforce what you can if you're able to.
Yes.
You can't fight off of Kauai's style. Nice jab, nice head kick. Nice, good job catching the leg and driving through.
Thomas
Watch for the
back
leg
to
lock.
that ground.
Watch for him.
Yeah, would not surprise me.
Throw those feet, drop the right hand.
Ooh.
Yes, down his head. Let's perk up that leg. Eyes over eyes. Thomas, let's work
Good
for the
pressure.
Yep.
Driving his head, forehead against forehead.
Yep.
Lock your foot up.
Trying to make Kauai do something wrong.
Elbows. I want a left elbow. Left elbow. Choppy.
Thomas doing a really good job putting some pressure on right now, controlling on the ground.
Choppy with it. Eyes over eyes. Chop that
Kauai
elbow down.
doing a good job shrimping through. He's got that
He's got
seatbelt
that-
in.
Yeah. Trying to get back to his feet.
Good job. So strong.
Yes.
If you're at home wondering what the heck I'm talking about when I say the seatbelt, Watch if you watch it back later, you see Kauai take his right or his left knee and drag it across the belly of Thomas. That's the seatbelt I'm talking about. It's like you make your shin a seatbelt against your opponent when you're in their guard.
Yes.
Nice exchange. Really effective striking for Kauai just now. But didn't slow T-Train down at all.
No, no.
Ooh, quick.
It's hard to deter the train.
Yeah, he's on his tracks.
Yes. But Kauai's done a good job landing shots this round.
Yeah, well, again, he's so effective with that unorthodox striking style that he has. You don't see it coming, and it's going to land on your face. It's, you see a lot of guys that have that unorthodox striking style, but it's wild. Kauai is not wild. Kauai targets.
No.
He just throws at weird angles and just
and in weird times.
Yeah, that you
right?
just can't expect.
The timing is a bit off.
Yes.
And he's constantly fainting,
Yes.
fainting.
And bouncing, and he's not he's not on pedals. He's not on a bicycle. He's bouncing. He's on a trampoline half the time.
Bouncing.
Yeah, and it just makes it so hard to read. And he's been so effective with that. I mean, yeah, he ended up on the ground for a little bit, but as soon as he got up, he started landing some really impactful strikes, landing really clean strikes to T-Train.
So who would you give that round to?
I don't know. Honestly, that's a hard one. I think that T-Train did a good job. He landed some really clean strikes, but I think that with Kauai landing the heavier strikes and probably not many behind the number of strikes that T-Train landed, I think that that one's, it's hard. So I'm going to defer to not answering that question because I really don't know.
Yeah,
again, I'm just glad I'm not a judge.
Yeah, again, I mean, we just get to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's the reason why I asked first, so I didn't have to answer.
Because you don't know either, right?
Exactly.
T-Train coming out with some nice exchange there. Kind of a wild scramble and
T-Train's
going for that takedown.
Yeah, we're going to the ground. He's saying, let's play the ground game.
And again, Kauai has really good wrestling.
Yes.
A lot of people bypass that because they know how hard he hits and that his striking is just so impressive. But he has really good wrestling. His takedown defense is solid.
And that's what I've thought as well.
Ooh, nice knee to the face. Beauty of being in the pros.
Yes.
So many more tools available. T-Train doing a good job pressuring, controlling.
T-Train's trying to lock those hands. Switch
Might
off
be able to
a
get
single.
it here. Watch for him to drag out and rotate.
Nope.
Good hips.
Yep.
Kauai's got really good hips.
Nope. Sat him down, turned him back.
And that's a pretty easy takedown if you're against a normal person that doesn't have a lot of practice keeping those hips under him. I've ended up on my ass quite a few times just from that one. So, the fact that Kauai is able to keep up on his feet, really good. Says a lot about him.
And Thomas is pressuring him against the cage, though.
Oh, Thomas,
you know what I mean?
Thomas is controlling against the cage very much. Good breakaway from Kauai.
Yep. Back to the center, back to the bouncing.
I like that. I like that slap down jab.
Yes.
He slaps Kauai's lead hand and then just jabs over the top.
A little parry jab.
Yeah, you see it a lot more when you've got boxing gloves on and you're doing rounds in the gym. You don't see it so much when you've got MMA gloves on. Ooh. Again, so hard to read.
Yes. On the head movement.
Ooh, nice left cross. It's one for one. You got Kauai landing a nice left cross, and then you've got Thomas landing his own right cross. Kauai lands a right hook. Thomas lands a left hook.
It's just back and forth.
No,
back and forth.
this is good. This is a well-matched fight.
Yes.
Good timing. The way Kauai's able to see those coming too for those head kicks.
Yes.
Thomas has thrown those up quick, and every single time. Kauai fights from his nipples, right? His hands, his fists stay at about nipple level.
Yes.
And,
Keeps them low.
and how quickly he's able to get that hand
if
up.
his nipples, sometimes they're
Sometimes they're
waist
at the
high.
hips, yeah. But, you know, he doesn't hold them at the chin. He's not holding a boxer stance, right?
Yeah.
And how quickly he's able to get that hand up and that arm up to block those head kicks is impressive.
Yes.
His vision, his cage presence is phenomenal.
And again, pressure stays active. Throwing jabs, throwing twos.
He's making it hard for Kauai to do what Kauai normally does.
Yes.
But at the same time, Kauai's making it hard for Prestriedge to do what he normally does.
Agreed.
It's hard to time your own strikes, let alone to figure out the rhythm of your opponent.
Tough rounds.
Yes. Again, glad I'm not a judge.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Ooh. I like that that slip and hook
Slip
from
and rip.
Thomas. Ooh. Nice head kick attempt.
Yes.
That's some force in that one.
Prestriedge
Prestriedge
catches it.
Get the
And the
takedown.
10-second click.
Put some pressure on.
Maybe he thinks this is what's going to save the round.
I think so. I honestly think that might be enough to win, to eke that round. I'm not going to say it is.
Yes.
Because honestly, I think this has been such an even-paced fight. I think that might be what he needed to secure it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I
We'll
never
find out.
for that round anyway. You know, I love and hate these kind of fights. You know, like as a commentator, I hate it because I can't really speak to one person outperforming the other,
Yes,
right? I
yes,
can't say,
yes.
oh, that was a dominant performance by either of these guys.
Yes.
This has been a very even-paced fight. I think that they match up so well because their styles are so contradictory. And it's
Yes.
surprising.
Yes.
You don't see a lot of people who are that, you know, contradictory as far as their styles that match up like this, but this one works.
Yes.
and it's fun and it's exciting, and I'm enjoying every minute of this fight so far. But as a commentator, it's so hard to tell you who I think is winning because I don't know. I really don't know. I think one of these guys just needs to get a knockout or a submission.
Well, we'll see.
Nice. Love the sportsmanship.
Yep. Ooh.
Nice body shot from Kauai.
When Thomas, when Prestriedge is first, he tends to land.
Yeah.
When he gets stuck behind all the feints, that's where Kauai starts landing.
When Kauai's gone to that left to the body, the left cross to the body, and that looping overhead with his right, it would normally be a hook, but it's more of a windmill. And he's been pretty effective with that.
Yeah.
He's throwing it almost exclusively. he hasn't really set up a jab cross. He keeps going to that body shot and then the overhead.
Yeah.
Ooh, I say that. and then he stays upright for the hook. What was that, 2-2? Or sorry, 3-3?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I can't count. Kauai's landing a lot more in this round so far.
Yes.
In contrast. In
Yes.
contrast to Thompson.
Yes.
Ooh, big right.
Yep. I saw the sweat split.
Yep.
Spit off.
Good pressure by
Kauai's being a bit more active.
Yeah, he's putting a lot more pressure on in this round.
And he's staying more in that boxing range.
Yes. Making it hard for Prestriedge. Again, going for that single leg.
And again, I think Prestriedge thinks he can get a submission from here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Prestridge's jiu-jitsu is pretty top tier.
Yeah.
But he likes to stand and punch. Like that's one of those things that you got a guy that's, you know, higher caliber jiu-jitsu. His submission game is phenomenal, but he would rather stand and trade.
They're crazy like that sometimes.
Yeah. I don't like getting punched, man, and it doesn't seem to be phasing either one of these guys.
No. Nice leg kick.
Ooh, big left by Kauai.
Yes. The pressure just ate it.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't change his facial expression at all.
Nope.
Forward pressure.
This is one of those fights that when I saw it, that Pat and Kevin made this fight happen, I was actually sad because I'm a fan of both of these guys.
Yeah, I like it too.
I can't root for one over the other. I want both of them to win every time they fight, so it's hard.
Well, we don't have to. We just get to watch it with the best seats in the house.
It's true. It's true.
Right?
There's that side thrust. Kauai changing his hands up. Nice. Good breakaway. He's doing a good job of keeping Prestriedge off of him.
Yes, yes. He's doing a good job of winning this striking battle.
Oh, big head kick by Kauai. Ooh, big hands. Kauai throwing a little bit of a flurry there.
Yeah. Well, I think he wants to get the finish.
Yeah, well, I mean, why wouldn't he? He's still got a minute, just over a minute left in this round. Yeah, why would you not want to finish, especially when you land?
Just landed the head
kick.
kick.
You land a beautiful head kick.
Yep. He's saying, I think it's about time.
Yeah, and Prestriedge, smart, doing the right thing, tying up, putting him against the cage.
Slow things down a little bit.
Take that momentum away.
Yes. No, this isn't going to win you the fight, but we had to turn the tide somehow, right?
Absolutely. And it could, you know, that the clinch could lead to a takedown, lead to a submission, could, whatever, but Kauai is just going after him with heavy hand. Ooh,
nice elbow.
Beautiful elbow.
Nice two.
Ooh,
nice two.
I felt that. Oh, beautiful flurry. Those uppercuts and everything. Again, unorthodox strikes, but so powerful.
Throwing.
Yeah, that 1-2 that Kauai.
Samoan.
Yeah, there's a reason that's his nickname. The 1-2 that Kauai first landed before that first flurry was so impressive. Beautiful takedown. Those elbows are on. That's it.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the round. 3 rounds. Kauai definitely secured that 3rd round, but let's see who won the fight.
Sounds good to me.
That was exactly what you want in a main event. Let's take it to the cage, make this thing official.
Not a bad way to finish the night. Your professionals taking care of business in the cage, going all the way. We trust the judges, we don't trust the computer, so we're gonna triple check everything. Thank you so much for coming out. Please get home safely. Enjoy June. We'll be back July 18th and do it again. Hopefully we'll see you here. You gotta stick around though. Who do you think got it? I get both fighters to the center of the cage, please. Both fighters to the center of the cage. One more time tonight, gang. Do me a favor. Make some noise. Here are your scores for tonight's professional main event. Stephen Farragher with a score of 29-28. Dennis McMahon with a score of 30-27. Dan First with a score of 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, the throwing Samoan Kauai Thompson.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Kauai, the throwing Samoan Thompson. Dude, you always come out and throw hands like it's going out of style, man. You throw from so many unorthodox angles and you hit every time. It's impressive, man. You're 3-0 as a pro. How are you feeling right now?
Man, I'm feeling really good. First and foremost, thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I'm nothing. And also, with that, my coaches, Davin Lau from Oregon right now. Hope I made you proud today. My main coach, Tiane Poha, Nick Lokani, and Mafu Foisita. Without them, I'm nothing. Shout out to my sponsor, 5M. You guys help everything out. Big shouts to my family. I mean, I know it looks like sunshine and rainbows, but my family has to deal with me every day, and I'm so grateful that they don't kick me out, you know what I mean?
Awesome, man. You got through the whole thing, so I got to ask you a couple questions about the fight. Did anything happen that caught you off guard or surprised you in that fight?
Thomas is a tough man. I kicked him really hard with my foot. My foot hurts, and he still stood, so shout out to him. He's a really solid guy, and grateful to share the cage with him.
Awesome, man. You going to keep doing this for us?
Name the date, name the price, I'm in, baby. Let's go.
All right, man. Congratulations, brother. We can't wait to see you come out and do this again. Everyone give it up for your winner, the throwing Samoan Kauai Thompson!
Undefeated as a professional, 2-0 in his professional career. Your winner, main event, the throwing Samoan Kauai Thompson.